Good afternoon and welcome to Fresh Green Blessings, the Mindful Bible Study of Sacred Ground. And you may have been wondering where we were. We had some sort of problem on the live feed there a moment ago, and I think we're good now. We're going to try it out here. Let's see if we're working now. Yep, looks like we're working. Great. So let me just turn this off. Great. So hopefully you were able to stay with us there for a few minutes. Technological glitch. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here with us. We are Sacred Ground. We've been around since 2009. We're a melding of Buddhist, Christian, and Mother Earth traditions. We're grounded by mindfulness practices and the teachings of the late Vietnamese Zen Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. And this is our Bible study program that we just started this round. Last week was our first week, and this is our second week. And today we're going to focus on Psalm 124 and the Gospel of Mark, chapter 2. So we do this. This will be very different than I think any other study that you've ever been involved with, because we're going to be focused on meditation, mindfulness. We'll also bring prayer in and trying to engage the text respectfully, recognizing the sacredness of the text, while at the same time exploring it poetically and looking at multiple possibilities with the text. So I'm just looking at where my stuff is here, so you can. There's good old image of good old Thich Nhat Hanh, and I'm going to invite the bell to sound. And this bell is a mindfulness bell. We use it almost every time when we're doing a program for Sacred Ground. And why? It's an invitation to presence. It's an invitation for us to be right here, right now, in this moment. We sometimes get caught in the past. We might have fond memories of the past. We might have sad memories of the past. Sometimes we're caught in the future, concerned about what's going to happen, anxious about the future, or even looking forward to the future. The only place where we really live and dwell is this moment. And so we utilize this bell to invite us into presence, to invite us to just be right here, right now. So without further ado, I'm going to invite the bell to sound, and everything's an invite. You can participate at whatever level you wish. I'm going to invite the bell to sound, and you're invited, if you wish, to simply enjoy the sound of the bell in this moment right now. I'll invite the bell to sound one more time, and this time, along with enjoying the sound of the bell, I invite you to notice your breathing. Notice your in-breath and your out-breath. We're going to take a little more time focusing on that in-breath and out-breath right now. You might want to look with your gaze kind of going down at a 45-degree angle. You might want to close your eyes. I think I'll close my eyes today. And just invite you to become aware in this moment of your body. So much of the time we forget that we have this body, that we have these arms, legs, neck, head, liver, pancreas, muscles, skin, all of this that we're carrying around, all of this, which is part of what we call ourselves. And I invite you to just bring a little awareness to your body, particularly your spine. You might want to think from the base of your spine, the tailbone, all the way up through the neck, which is actually part of the spine, to the tip of your head, the top of your head. And I invite you to breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And if you want, you can bring a little smile to this. Breathing in, aware. Breathing out, relaxed. Aware, relaxed. Try to let those shoulders drop on that out breath. Away from the ears. Aware, relaxed. You can envision that breath just traveling up and down your spine. Breathing in with a smile. Breathing out with ease. Smile. Ease. Smile. Release. Feel that gravitational pull. Your muscles may be starting to relax a little bit. Maybe those places where you're holding some tension starting to release. Smile. Relax. Breathing in, smile. Breathing out, release. The ideal here is to just let your body enjoy this moment. Oh. Ollie?
Would you mind putting that on?
Ollie, are you able to give somebody some help up there?
Yeah.
Thank you. We have some elders living in our house with us and just making sure they're getting some attention they need. In, out, deep, slow, calm, ease, calm, ease. This practice of attending to the breath, this might be something that's very common for you. This might be something that feels weird or odd to you, but I invite you to keep coming back to it. When I first started doing this, my mind was going in 18 different directions, when I started doing this years and years ago. Now, not always, but usually I can kind of just flip right into it. And I can forget about thinking. I can let go of thinking and just let the breath do its thing. Let my connection to the body come with me. And, I've read about this, but I recently learned my blood pressure is a little elevated now. And my doc wanted me to start tracking my blood pressure, keeping a little bit more of an eye on it, checking it every day or two. Well, I was checking my blood pressure, and sure enough, it was a bit elevated. And then I started doing some of this mindfulness practice. Immediately, my blood pressure went down significantly. And I found this time and time and time again. I would say 90, maybe 95% of the time. If I do a little bit of that breath work, my blood pressure will come down. And again, that's not why I'm doing it. That's a side benefit. I'm doing it for my spirit. I'm doing it to be present. I'm doing it because I don't want to be anxious. I don't want to be worried. I don't want to be caught in some other time other than right here, right now. And it's kind of an interesting point we're at in history right now, where I would guess that if you go into your local pharmacy, your local grocery store, and you look at the magazine rack, you're probably going to see the word mindfulness, 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 which is wonderful. But to really get there, to really practice it, it takes a bit of work, but it's really worthwhile. I'll invite the bell to sound one more time. Enjoy, if you wish, the sound of the bell. We're working during this particular series here in 2025. We're working with a different psalm each week. Last week it was Psalm 123. This week it's Psalm 124. Next week, Psalm 125. And the chapters of Mark. We started with chapter 1. This week we'll be working with chapter 2. Next week, chapter 3. And we'll be going through each week. So this week, we're going to be working with Psalm 124. And we focus on, with the Psalms, two different versions, the New Revised Standard Version and the King James Version. And I'm going to read each of those. I'll read the whole Psalm because it's a short one. I'll read first the New Revised Standard Version of Psalm 124. And I'll take my time, just read it slowly to us. Psalm 124, Thanksgiving for Israel's deliverance. A song of ascents of David. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, let Israel now say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side when our enemies attacked us, then they would have swallowed us up alive. When their anger was kindled against us, then the flood would have swept us away. The torrent would have gone over us, then over us would have gone the raging waters. Blessed be the Lord, who has not given us as prey to their teeth. We have escaped like a bird from the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken, and we have escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth. And I'll read the King James Version as well. Psalm 124 from King James. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick, when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord, who hath not given us as a prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken, and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth. These psalms are quite old, and our ways of thinking are often different. We tend to put a lot more weight, I think, on ourselves